Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited about today's video because we have a new Kathleen Lights and Colourpop collab product. I love Kathleen's collabs. I think she always comes out with banging products and I'm always like in love with them. So this time we have something really cool, which is a ginormous palette. Oh my god, I believe this is like the first one they've done with this many eyeshadows. It's called So Jaded. The packaging is absolutely adorable. I did not expect anything less. I don't even know what to say. Like, this is so freaking cool. It's beautiful. It's aesthetically pleasing. I love the colors right off the bat. This is definitely something that I can see working for a lot of different people because you have so many different variations of colors and different types of looks you can create with this, and I love it. I love it so much and I'm very excited to use this today. I'm going to be doing like a full face of makeup as well, so let's get into it. My primer, I'm going to be using the Fenty Hydrating Primer. I really like this one. I feel like it just makes the skin like super soft and it just smells really good. For foundation, you guys are going to laugh at me, but this is it. This is what we're using. This thing. This is a new Urban Decay Stay Naked foundation and I got a little sample of it when I was shopping the VIB sale and I was really interested in it, and the girl was like, just let me give you a sample, you can try it before you buy it, because I was like really not sold on like the undertones and I really couldn't for the life of me figure out which shade I was. So she gave me a little sample. This is in the shade 30NN. We'll see if this will cover my entire face, but I've been pretty excited to try this foundation out. A lot of people have been raving about it. So with that said, wish me luck that this covers my whole face. Oh, that like dries down a little darker so fast. Like, look, this is a brand new swatch. I don't know if you guys can tell. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna blend this out because I don't know if this dries down really quick, what the coverage is like. Is there coverage? The color doesn't actually look half bad. My skin is extra terrible today, so we shall see what happens with this foundation, but not bad. It actually looks really nice. I'm really liking how this foundation blends out, and the color is honestly not that bad. I have to really look at it in like natural lighting. I went in with about 2 layers. I still see some of like my pesky, more like red blemishes peeking through a little bit, but for the most part my skin looks like really perfected and smooth. Not like full coverage. I want to say like a full medium. I'm probably gonna go back and like do some spot concealing with some concealer. It looks very natural. Like, it doesn't look very foundation-y. I like it. I don't hate it. And I kind of like the color too. It's not perfect. It's not like there. It's not a match, but I could get away with it. So for my concealer, I'm going to be using the one from Collab. It's in the shade Sand Beige. I recently picked this up from Sally's and I really haven't tried anything from this line before. I don't know why I picked up a concealer, but I think I've just tried this once. So I'm going to try it again today. I don't remember how I liked it. So I'm going to place this underneath my eyes and kind of like my T-zone, brighten up the face a little bit. The color's okay. I don't think it's like really brightening on me, but that's fine. I mean, it doesn't look terrible. At least it's not darker than my foundation. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit on the center of my face and also kind of like spot conceal too. Also, this concealer was not cheap. I think it was like $14 or $15. I thought it was gonna be like a little bit more affordable. I don't know why. Also, shopping at Sally's, I don't really shop at Sally's at all, but I feel like everything's really overpriced in that store. Or is it just me? This concealer looks really good. Wow, I like this. Have you guys tried this concealer or anything else from this line? Let me know. I know that they have like a few foundations. If you've tried it, let me know if they're any good. You know I love trying foundations. That set this face, I'm gonna be using the Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder. The Huge. I'm gonna use my sponge for this because honestly, I find that setting my face with like kind of a damp sponge makes such a difference. It really locks my makeup in like more than a brush. I feel like I can't set my face with just a brush. It's not enough. For my bronzer, I'm using the one from Fenty. This is in the shade In the Sun. I think this is like the lightest shade, which still is a little light for me. Like, you can barely see anything on my face. I might go in with something a little bit deeper, but I kind of like using this before other bronzers. It kind of just like warms up the skin like naturally. It's like really pretty. For my second bronzer, I'm going into Hoola bronzer from Benefit. I haven't used this in quite a while, so I don't know. I really like this bronzer a lot. I just have so many other bronzers I'm using. I forget about stuff, but this has always been like a go-to. I think I've had at least like 5 of them in my lifetime. For my blush, I'm gonna be using the new Peachy blush from Colourpop. It's in Fresh and Peachy. love this blush. I don't know what it is about this. I usually don't wear like this tone of blush, but it looks so pretty on the skin. Like I don't know, like it just looks really cute. For my highlighter, I'm going to be going into one of my absolute favorites. This is from Galactic. It's in the shade See-Through. I have a brand new one because I just recently shattered mine completely and she sent me a new one, which was so nice of her. So I'm going to take this on a little BH brush and pop at that. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Do you see this highlight? Of course you see this highlight. I like to kind of go heavy with this, and then I'll take my beauty blender and just kind of like diffuse it a little bit. But oh my god, this highlighter is so beautiful. Gotta get the nose. To lock everything in place, I'm gonna do quick little spritz. This is the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix 2 Spray. For my brows, I'm gonna be going into the new Fenty Beauty Brow MVP in the shade Dark Ash Blonde. I've really been liking this a lot. I've sort of been obsessed with it. I love the shade. I love the formula. It's a really nice tone for me. Like my brows are darker than obviously my blonde hair, so I like to kind of tone down my natural brow hair color. And this kind of just is like the perfect shade where it doesn't make it any darker, but it doesn't make it too like artificially light. And then I will go in with a brow gel. I'll show you guys after. I feel like you guys have seen this at least 100 times on my channel. Was the Milk Makeup Kush Brow Gel in the shade Haze. I just got a new one, so I'm very excited about that. It's not dried up and crusty anymore. So I like to brush this through my brow hairs and it kind of like lightens them and softens it up a little bit so it looks a little bit more natural. Do you see? Do you see? I love it. With the brows done, that brings us to the eyes, and we can finally get into the So Jaded palette from Kathleen Lights and Colourpop. Where do you even begin on deciding what look to do? I'm definitely gonna have to use this palette like 500 more times, but for today, ooh, what can we use? Know for a fact I'm really attracted to this Honey Mustard Dijon Yellow shade. It looks like perfection. I don't know where this look is gonna take us. Let's just go with the flow. I guess I'm gonna start off with the shade My Precious, which is just like a matte nude shade, and this is gonna go underneath the brow bone. Ooh, that is bright. Wow. I'm gonna go into this shade right here. It's called Citrine. I don't know, I really like this color a lot. I'm gonna take that on a really, whoa, that is really pigmented. I'm gonna take that on a fluffier blending brush just so I can like really diffuse the color out. Run that through the crease. Ooh. Oh, I like this a lot. Very pigmented. I don't know what color to go into next. I guess I'm gonna go into the shade right next to it. It's called Garnet. It's a really pretty shade as well. I mean, all the shades are really pretty. Oh, that is nice. Imagine I smudged that all over my face. I probably should have switched brushes for this to a smaller blending brush, but whatever. Ooh, interesting. Fall vibes. Ooh. You know what? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna call this a fall look. We're going very like autumn with the beautiful colors of the changing leaves. I'm very much into it, so we're rolling with it. I'm throwing in a little bit more Citrine on top of that just to like bring out that yellow tone a little. I'm gonna take this color right here. It's called Stoned. I see what you did there. I'm gonna use this color to deepen up the look. It's a really like ashy dark brown. I'm just gonna pop that right in the crease. Oh my god, I like these colors. I'm taking a little bit of the shade next to it. It's called Carnelian, and it's like a really nice rusty orange shade. I'm going to very lightly layer that on top of like that really dark color just to kind of like blend the edges out. I'm gonna take this beautiful green shade. It's called Jade, and I'm going to smudge that on my lower lash line. I like that. I am so attracted to this color right here. It is stunning. It's called Peridot. I don't know, but I kind of want to use that on my inner lower lash line. I know this is a fall look and that color is not very fall-y, but I think it might look really pretty like the other green we used. So I'm gonna dip into this. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm gonna run this right. Oh yeah, this is really pretty. So pigmented. I'm gonna bring it a little bit over the other green we used just to kind of like transform that shade. Yes. You have no idea what you're doing, but then you just keep like surprising yourself and getting really excited. It's me. This shade up here called Diamond is actually a Super Shock shadow formula. So I'm gonna take my little brush here and I'm going to take that and pop that on the inner corners of my eyes, kind of like on top of that green, just like in the inner corners. and see what happens. I just want to use as many colors as I can. If I didn't have nails, I would definitely use my fingers to kind of like pop that in there, because you just get like the most pigment out of the Super Shock shadows. But the brush is doing okay. Ooh. But what do we put on the lids? Perhaps sunstone? Let's try it. I'm just going to place that on like the inner lid before I do the full lid. Maybe we can put another color in there. I'm actually thinking of taking this shade right here and finishing the rest of the lid with like a nice orangey matte rush shade. I'm gonna tap that. Ooh. I already know I'm going to have so much fun with this palette. There's like 500 million different looks you can do with it. This glitter is literally calling to me. I'm so tempted right now. I'm just gonna put a really tiny amount right in the center, just for like an extra va-va-voom situation. Not too much. Oh yeah, that's like fall colors right there. Now with these glitters, like I mentioned in like all of my Colourpop videos with glitters, you want to be really careful. These are glitters. If you're gonna put it like on your eyelids or anything like that, just be really gentle and careful. They're obviously not intended for like your immediate eye area. I risk it all for makeup. I'm gonna take one more eyeshadow. I'm gonna take the shade Pearl right here, and I'm just going to give myself a nice little brow bone highlight. This is blinding. Wow. I think I'm done with the eyeshadows. I wonder how many shadows I've used. I think I actually ended up using 11 different shades in this palette, which is quite a lot of shades. I'm very happy with the eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and do a wing and mascara off camera, and I will be right back. So here's the finished eye look, which I absolutely love. I think it came out so pretty. I used the new brown liquid liner from Colourpop, but I set it with the shade Stone from the Kathleen palette. In my waterline, I actually found this Jouer cream eyeshadow pencil in the shade Venetian. It's kind of like a metallic forest green. I don't know if this is still available, but I kind of just put that in my waterline, and then I used the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. That's the eyes. I am so into it. Lastly, to finish off the look, we have the lips, and for my lips, I'm going to be using my Just Shade lip bundle that I did with Colourpop. I'm going to be lining my lips with the shade Ofra and then topping it with the Ultra Satin lip in the shade Echo Park. So yeah. Alright guys, so this is the final look. I am so freaking happy with everything. The foundation actually looks really pretty too. This is not like a foundation review. I just wanted to try something new, but it looks really pretty. Like so far so good. It's very flawless, very smooth. It's matte, but it's not like a dry matte. It's like a matte where I know it's gonna just be on my face all day long. It's not full coverage. I still see some things peeking through on my skin, but that's totally fine. My skin's not always this terrible. The eyes, oh my god, I love this palette so much. Like I feel like there's just so many different looks you can do with this, and I can't wait to play and explore like these blues, the purple tones. Like I'm very excited, but I do love the look that I came up with. It's very fall. I'm definitely calling this a fall look. Now of course, before I go, I'm going to show you guys some swatches I did with the colors in the palette, so roll the clip.
Pumping all 800 horses running. Oh baby. 125 in the middle of the night. Got my engine thundering. Dream machine, racing queen. I'll take you wherever you wanna go. Let's go to town.
concludes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Are you guys excited about this 30 shade palette? Do you want Colourpop to do more giant palettes like this? Definitely let me know your thoughts. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, mesijesibeauty, Instagram, Makeup by Jesi. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do so before you go. I would appreciate it so very much. And also hit that little bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. With that said, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!